What's happening, everybody? It's pickup time. So we're gonna go over some things that I recently picked up. Cheers. All right, so me and the family recently went on a trip to Washington, D.C. I actually met up with Hidden Game Room, which was really cool. It was very nice to meet him. I love actually meeting people in person that you converse with on in text groups and on YouTube. So really great guy. I was able to meet him and his wife, which was, really great people. He brought me to a lot of great video game and toy stores. I really did have to compose myself. I had to be good and contain myself because I saw a lot of things that I typically don't see in the wild, especially around here. And I don't really do eBay anymore. So it was nice to actually see a lot of really good items in the wild. I did pick some things up, which we'll go over in a moment, but let's go over some wrestling pickups. So, friend of mine, her brother is kind of unloading some things, and she asked if I wanted this ring, and it's great. It's the the WWE / Motu when they did when they combined forces, which created a lot of great figures. I've had to really be careful with things I picked up, but this was here's a crossover. This is the ring. You have that kind of gray skull looking theme here, but you have the ring. And this is so awesome to have the ring because they picked these guys up at a salvage store. I can't believe I found them. My two favorite wrestlers and probably two of the best arguably the two best intercontinental title holders we ever saw. Rick Rude and Mr. Perfect. Oh yeah, and Mr. Perfect came with the Intercontinental. The ring actually did come with Triple H, and I was always a Triple H fan when he was in, DX, the Attitude Era. So it was cool to get this figure. It also came with John Cena. See, I never watched wrestling with John Cena, but to have the figure is cool, but I don't really have any attachment to it just because I wasn't watching wrestling at that time. But I should mention, while we are out, another salvage kind of store that Hidden Game Room took me to was Ollie's. I never been to Ollie's. I'd heard about Ollie's, but I'd never been there. And they had Ric Flair. I put the glasses on him and I have the microphone, but Ric Flair, he was always one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. When I was growing up, I had the Remco Ric Flair figure. It was one of my favorite figures, and I would even play with him with the old Playmates figures. So, but $4, $3.99 at Ollie's. Can't pass up a Ric Flair figure for that price. So I ended up picking him up. So really cool. I'll tell you what though, if they do, I don't know if they have yet, I haven't really looked, but if they do have it in this style, if they do ever have like Demolition, I'm gonna have to get Demolition or Legion of Doom. I first knew them as Road Warriors, especially with the Remco figures back in the day. But anyway, so those are the wrestling figures. It's awesome to have that set up. Eventually I'll have it set up in this room. But yes, let's get to the games. So this was before DC. My wife wanted to go to Kohl's, and me and my younger son went to GameStop, which is right nearby. And so I was looking at Xbox One games, and this was like $1 or so. I like hockey. I still play hockey, so NHL 2020. So not bad for $1. Couldn't pass that up. I love hockey games. This was like $2 or $3, and this is a series I really want to get into, and that is Fallout 4. Now, I do have New Vegas for 360, but while HDR and I were out, he took me to E-Star Land, which, if you're in the Virginia area and there's one nearby, I mean, this thing was games. I mean, I have never seen a game store like this before. They had everything across pretty much all systems. It was a huge store. I wish I would have taken a picture, but I didn't. I was just, when I'm, especially in a moment like that where hanging out with somebody, I don't like to just, I want to enjoy the moment. I don't want to just get, video footage or camera footage. I don't care about that. It's just like, be in the moment, enjoying the moment. This place was insane with games, ton of games. And so what I ended up getting there was, I had to kind of look around. I mean, there was so much stuff, it was easy to get overwhelmed. So they did have a section, he showed me the section where they did have the game prices on the games. And I have played this, I got turned on to this game by Ty Lord, so Rival Turf for the Super Nintendo. This is a good game. I have this emulated, but to have a physical copy is better. So I am happy to have that. With a lot of their games though, you have to look at it online, and how it was explained to me by HDR is that the reason why they do that is that you have to look them up on their website. And the reason why they do that is just so if they have to change the prices, they can do so. It's a lot easier for them, and they have a huge inventory. So I had to look this up to see how much this was. This wasn't much. It was like a few dollars, and that is Fallout 3. So I'm gonna start off with Fallout 3. The guy at the counter it seemed excited that I picked this up because he really liked this game. He said that a lot of people like, New Vegas better and all that. So I was like, well, all right, then I'll start with Fallout 3. So I do plan on, maybe I'll stream this, but we'll see. But Fallout 3, so I am gonna try that out. Now, I did buy a couple of games from HDR because he does have an online store. I'll put the link in the description below in case you're interested in checking it out. And I ended up getting a couple of Nintendo games, which I was very happy about. This is one that I really wanted to try, and it's not one that I see in my area, and that is Russian Attack. And this really came on my radar from Back in the Day Gamer. It's one that he beat. I know it looks like a really good game. I know it's really tough, but I am looking forward to trying this out. I have not yet because really just got back from DC this past week, so there we are. And another one, I remember playing this growing up, but I never picked it up for any reason. I don't know why, but he had it, and so I did. Operation Wolf. So we'll try that out. I mean, a title game. Konami and Taito titles. Can't go wrong, right? For the Nintendo Entertainment System. But so I should have gone over these last two games first, I guess, because the first store he brought me to was this was a really cool store as well. I mean, it was amazing. Like, man, it's a good thing I don't live in that area because I'd probably get myself in trouble. But yeah, so they have a dollar bin. This store had a dollar bin, and I wish I could remember the name of the store. But the original Xbox, the best of Platinum Hits, Fable, The Lost Chapters, one of my favorite games of all time. One of my top 5. I think it's 4. I think when I did my list. But yeah, Lost Chapters. This just adds a few more quests and some weapons and all that stuff. I don't have an original Xbox, but why pass up a chance to get Fable? Now, another game that they had, which they actually had a good price on this, because I don't know, the price for this game has been kind of insane, really. I mean, like more than, I didn't understand why, but anyway, they had it for a good price, so I picked it up, and that is a Super Nintendo game, UN Squadron. This is one that I grew up playing and would rent. My cousin of mine was really good at it. I have never beat it. He did, but I never have, so this is my opportunity, and to have the physical copy is great. I do have it emulated, but it is nice to have the physical copy there. But that's really the pickups. I was very excited, like I said, to go and meet HDR and go to all these stores. There were a lot of good toys too, but I'm really into, like, I'm sticking with it because I saw some really great Transformers, some Turtles and He-Man, but I do have a lot of both of those figures, so didn't really have anything I needed, but I saw some really cool things. Yeah, and then in the background we have Street Smart. I've been playing a lot of that, getting really good at it too, thankfully. I'm almost done the cabinet. I'll do a video with that later on, but yeah, those are my pickups. DC was great, highly recommend. I mean, your patriotism really increases when you see a lot of these monuments, memorials, and museums. It really does bring your spirits up. I highly recommend. It's really easy to get around in the city, and I'm a country boy, and I was able to figure out public transportation, so highly recommend. But until next time, we'll see you. Bye.